I'm Daniel, and I have the passion for giving old things new purpose. Every week, I bring you along my thrift adventures to uncover the extraordinary in the ordinary. So, if you love thrifting, venturing to estate sales, and getting inspired by thrifted home decorating, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe to join in on the adventures. Let's find gold together, one thrift store at a time. Welcome to Golden Finds. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniel, your host here on Golden Finds, and it is the weekend, so you all know what that means. It's actually a special day because it's a Sunday, which is not customary to, going out to the thrift stores on the weekend on Sundays. I only do it exclusively on Saturdays, but I figured, you know what? Let's go ahead and head out to the other part of Orange County that I really don't get to go out as much as I usually do. So like Costa Mesa is going to be one of the stores we're going to visit here in the city of Costa Mesa, and also Huntington Beach and Fountain Valley. So those are three stores that are kind of really out of my way from where I live in Orange County. So I don't always get to frequent these. But I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and give ourselves a nice little treat and explore what we find through these thrift stores this weekend. So if you're brand new to my channel and you enjoy thrifting, I hope you consider subscribing. It's absolutely free, joining the family here on Golden Finds. And for all of those of you always returning, thank you so much. A bunch. Thank you. It means so much that you guys come back and support me. And before exiting today's video, I would love for you to hit that like button because it really does help out our channel. And also, make sure you leave a comment letting me know what spoke out to you in the walkthrough. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start at our very first location. As always, the address to the thrift store, the Goodwill, will be at the top corner for you guys to have if you are ever in Orange County or live here in Orange County. You can visit these stores for yourself and uncover your very own golden finds. So let's go ahead and check out what we come across today. So I lied. Or more, Goodwill lied, you guys. So the store in Costa Mesa, they at one time used to open at 10 a.m. just like the rest of the Orange County Goodwill stores do on Sunday. But for some reason, they started doing early days. So Sundays, they open at 9, just like their regular days, Monday through Saturday. Well, it turns out they changed it back to 10 a.m. and I don't understand because that store location would always be open from 9 a.m. on Sundays. It's been like months. So I don't know why they reverted back to 10 o'clock. So I was like, I have an hour to kill. I'm not going to sit here and just waste time. Or I know I could have grabbed a bite to eat, which is what I did. I went to go grab a little McDonald's, but I wasn't going to wait a whole hour there. So I figured, you know what, forget it. This store is just not going to make it on today's shopping list. It's going to only be Huntington Beach on Adams and also the one in Fountain Valley. I'm sorry, you guys. Maybe I'll add Westminster to make up for the Costa Mesa store. So I'll stop at Westminster to check out what they have. So we'll still do 3 stores. But just, you know what? It wasn't meant to be. There was me and another gentleman in line, and the worker is looking at the door, kind of, I think, looking back and like, why is there people here? So she saw the sign because it has the list of the store hours on the window and saw that it still says 9 a.m. on Sundays. So then she put 10 fingers up to say that we open until 10. So I'm just like, whatever. Like, Goodwill, get it together. Come on. There was nothing on their Instagram page. Honestly, I didn't check their official website. I probably should have done that, but why would I if I already knew that they usually open at 9 a.m. on Sundays, which is really awesome because none of them open on Sundays at 9 a.m. So, you know what, whatever. It is what it is. We are still going to make a good day out of it by visiting these other stores and see what we can come across. So I'm just waiting for them to open. I have, I think, like maybe 10 minutes before the Adams store opens, but I'm gonna eat this really quick. so we can get started when it opens.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golden Finds. Daniel here, your avid thrifter, and we are back at it again with another thrift session. As always, I do hope that you enjoyed today's walkthrough. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below what catches your eye on this thrift trip. One of my most favorite things to find at the thrift store are souvenirs from past trips. This is from New Orleans, which just really brought back so many memories when Joe and I went to New Orleans for the very first time. We were still dating and super young, and we just had such a great time. We've actually been wanting to go back, so hopefully we'll get to do that in the near future. Now, this is what I like to call the Target aisle. As you can see, there's a bunch of merchandise from Target. These are past season Christmas scents from the Native brand, Sugar Cookie. And again, I call it the Target aisle because there's just so many different products here. There's this right here, a Conair Boar Bristle hairbrush that's originally $10.99 right now at Target. If you search it, this is what it's going for. But here at Goodwill, it is $4.99. Now, if you are new, again, the Goodwills here in Orange County do get liquidation items from Target, and they sell them at a reduced price than what you will find them at Target. And a lot of these products are past seasoned, but some of them are brand new, like, year-round items that you're able to purchase. This really caught my eye. This is a Threshold 2025 Valentine's Day decor piece. So this is from this year's collection. And I really love all that beaded work on the sign. This is a candlestick holder for Christmas. It is an angel. This would be really nice if there was another one to complete the set. They were asking $5.99 for this right here. You all know that the Christmas section is my favorite, so it will always be featured in each of my walkthroughs. You just never know what you will find, and people are donating things year round, so you might find a cool treasure here and there. I always like planning ahead for the holiday season, so I always keep in mind while thrifting throughout the entire year of what I will do in my home decor, and I start looking out for things that I will be able to utilize when the holiday arrives. So, like these little Christmas bush trees, these would be really nice. I thought about right away that it would be a really cool addition to my marketplace setup in the hutch at home, and I think that's what I'm going to be going for this year. And, literally, these little Christmas trees are the perfect addition, like the ones that you would find at a farmer's market. So I found this one too, which was a little bit larger. I really love that burlap wrapped around the pot. And I really love the simplicity of this. $4.99 for this piece right here. It looks very realistic, which I do love. Then there was some more Christmas collections like these keepsake ornaments from Hallmark. There was a bunch of various ones. All of them were priced differently. And then there were these as well, which are more collectible winter tales of the snow babies. These are made by Department 56. found this picture, which is actually a sur la table brand, and just a little bit of history of this company. It is a kitchenware and culinary retailer that was founded by Shirley Collins in 1972, with its first store opening in Seattle's Pike Place Market, and the name translates to on the table in French. Now, this was a throwback of a find. Do you remember this kitchen utensil? The Posterific, as seen on TV, and it rivaled the other one as well that came out, which was the Pasta Pro. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I always get a kick out of seeing these things at the thrift store, especially if they bring back some nostalgia. And just, growing up in the 90s and 2000s, I always used to see so many commercials for items being marketed on TV as part of the As Seen on TV brand. And I don't remember the name of the lady, but I'm sure a lot of you have seen her. I'll go ahead and add a picture of who I'm referring to here. And she was just always you know, across television promoting all of these different products. And some of them were a little bit more hilarious. A lot of people have made parodies of these commercials because, it's just very fun and whimsical. Just the thought of how these items were introduced to us in television. But again, always walking into a thrift store, you're always going to find something that makes it worthwhile. It's going to bring back a memory. It's going to give you all the feels. You can get a little bit of sadness, happiness, crying. It's an emotional roller coaster ride when you walk into a thrift store, is what I say. In the mug section, I also found this Mary Englebright mug. It's really cute. It says Miss Smarty, and it was $1.49. Love these beautiful plates, especially the design in the middle right here. And these are Mikasa Stone Manor plates, priced each individually at $3.99. This was a very interesting find here, especially with it being here in this shelf. It should have been in the wood section, but you should never overlook any aisle because you might find things that are not meant to be there. So always constantly be on the lookout in every single aisle because you just might find something that really catches your eye that was supposed to be in a different aisle. I believe this may be a hobbyist piece. It looks very DIY'd by someone. I love it actually. I really love that it just has that technique of like home style. And it had several different colors and it was just a very nice piece. It almost looked like it was meant to be one of the houses that you see in San Francisco. If you've been to San Francisco, then you know what I'm talking about. All of the houses are almost like that. And I just really love looking at pieces like that. I love admiring the work that people have put in creating these beautiful pieces. This piece was interesting. I think it's supposed to be a elephant with its trunk all the way, like it's almost flipping it all the way to the back. It was a very cool piece, $5.99. And I love these. These were also super fun to find. These are like little vintage inspired popcorn ceramic bowls, $2.99 for the smallest ones. And then there was this larger one as well. So it's kind of giving the let's all go to the lobby, you know, that song that they used to play back in the day, the concession stand for the movies. And I really love that vintage has really taken on different approaches. A lot of items have gotten that flair, that inspiration from past pieces, you know, past collections from back in the day. And I really love that they are trying to bring that back with modern day decor. This is a 1994 Avon Christmas sign. This was a very beautiful piece. It was $6.99. It is a collector's piece. As you can see, it does have a serial number. And I really just love the entire look of that. These look so realistic. I really love this pop of pink. And again, they just look very real. Like this is something that I feel you would see in spring florals or Easter decor. They were so nice. I really love quality faux flowers. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes you can find some quality faux flowers at Dollar Tree. So definitely check Dollar Tree because you will find some there. I haven't had much luck here at the thrift store, but you can also find a lot of faux flowers. Like this one right here is a complete basket full of these blue flowers, but there really wasn't much here to pick through. There was these poinsettias, which were originally from Walmart, as you can see. They still have the Christmas tag, and they were $4.99 here. You would be surprised at the inventory that Goodwill gets from Target. I just cannot believe how much stuff they get. Look at all of these. These are all clearance items. You have 2 packs of toothpaste. You have like all of these different types of products for men and women. There's more toothpaste boxes here from different brands. Again, this one was a 2 value pack right here for the Crest brand for $4.99. They had the native toothbrush as well, Polygrip even. And then all of these boxes, this entire store had so many different boxes of these items that are supposed to be like little snacks, individually like packaged snacks that you could take. So if you love Target, you can definitely find items at Goodwill. Now, not every Goodwill carries the same amount. Some Goodwills will have more, some Goodwills will have less, but all of them across the board do carry items from, you know, homeware, shoes, clothing, etc. A lot of toys especially come from Target. So if you live in Orange County, you know, definitely pop into one. You might find some good deals that you can snatch up and you won't have to pay that full Target price. This looks like a copper ice bucket originally from Home Goods. $8.99 for that. I'm not sure if it was new. It still has pieces of the tag, but it looks like it was used. This was also very interesting, the spoon rest, and it looks like it's supposed to be for salad actually. This might be for salad dressing right there, for that little cup inside, and then you have the utensils to toss up the salad. Then there are all of these beautiful glassware pieces. These are all, I believe, made from Mexico. $2.99 for these. These are gorgeous. I really love finding these type of glass pieces from Mexico. These, I'm not sure if they are. They are Don Julio tequila, but I think these are part of like a gift set that you would get with a bottle of tequila or something. Then there was this punch bowl set right here. Very gorgeous, very nice. It had all the cups and the ladle for $12.99. Found this Herschel backpack with a beautiful shade of pink and knew that I wanted to dive in a little bit more about the history of Herschel. I do own a few Herschel products, so this was going to be an interesting find. So, the company was founded in 2009 in Vancouver, British Columbia by brothers Jamie and Lyndon Cormack. Herschel Supply Company designs and sells backpacks, bags, and accessories inspired by classic designs with a modern twist. The company's name is inspired by a small town in Saskatchewan where three generations of the Cormack family grew up, representing a sense of creative freedom. So that was really interesting. And I actually thought that Herschel's was a lot older, but it's actually very fairly brand new. I really love their backpacks. Again, I have found a few of them while thrifting. I have like one or two that I bought while thrifting, and they're very great material. They last very well, and they're pretty nice actually. They offer so many different designs and colors. Definitely one that fits any style. This was such a beautiful piece. This is a southwestern clay vase. You can see the design of a bear and then the bear paw in the back. It was a very beautiful piece. And for my cat lovers, this is for you. This is actually super adorable. This plate right here caught my attention. And as you can see, it is a cat face. $1.99 for this piece. It's part of the Kaiser Made in Germany. A bowl of guacamole and some salsa with chips sounds so good right now. I love munching on tortilla chips with guacamole and salsa. Oh my gosh, it's like one of my most best snacks to munch on when I'm hungry. Don't forget to let me know in those comments down below what is catching your eye while watching this walkthrough, and make sure that you stay until the end to see what made it home. This apothecary jar was engraved, as you can see, it says grandma and grand. $2.99. Oh, this is such a cute piece. Well, you have the guacamole bowl and now the margarita mix. So this would have been a cute little gift to place together. And it's giving all of the happy Taco Tuesday vibes. Found some more Target pieces. This is a threshold collection. This is a taper candlestick holders, and it was definitely priced better here. So, you know, brand new, that's what you could get it for at Target, but here you're going to get it for a much reduced price. This location right here in the city of Fountain Valley has been open for quite some time. It's still fairly brand new. It's been maybe only open for maybe half a year or maybe a little bit less than that. But again, I don't make it out here quite as often. These Goodwills tend to be a little bit far out for me to travel on a weekly basis. Usually, the other stores that I feature are way closer together, and it just makes it so much more easier to travel within Goodwill to Goodwill. But it's still, you know, fun to always head out into different thrift stores. I'm actually going to be heading out to a few different thrift stores, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I will be releasing different Goodwills that we will be visiting out in the city of La Puente, also Diamond Bar, and a few other locations. I'm also going to visit what I personally think is one of the worst Goodwills in the city of Whittier here in California. Now, again, that's my opinion, but I will let you guys see that video for yourself and see what you think, if it's actually one of the worst ones featured here on my channel. This is the perfect picnic basket to grab and prepare some delicious lunch and head out to the park. You know, summer will be here before we know it, and we are already in spring. So, why not get ahead and start planning for those special events with friends or family? And we are going to be getting close to that time again. I love summer, but I don't love the heat. But I do love doing a lot of outdoor activities. And I just cannot wait to hit out and see that beautiful sun, the California ocean waves, and just have a lot of fun, which I really hope we do get a lot more time together. Hubby's always working, so it kind of makes it difficult for us to do things together, but we do get a escapade here and there. We are also hoping to travel to Arizona closer to the end of the year when it's a lot cooler. I have been wanting to go to Arizona to visit a lot of the Goodwills out there. They are amazing. They have so many Goodwill locations. It's absolutely insane, but I cannot wait. It will be such a fun trip. We also are planning to visit Cabo San Lucas in Mexico for Joe's birthday, and then we also are planning New York in September, or actually October, scratch that. In October, so it's definitely a full year of adventures that are awaiting us. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any plans for this year as far as traveling or day trips. Those are also super fun. You know, it's such a shame finding broken pieces, especially like this, because no one is going to buy this. I really don't see who would want this. It is an UNESCO piece, it's a music wind up piece. But it's just so unfortunate just because most likely it will end up being thrown away. And I don't know why I donate this. Do you guys see how empty this is? And they still want $2.99 for it. That's just ridiculous. But I personally wouldn't have even donated it because I feel like you're almost done with the candle. So why not just use it all up? Do you know what I mean? I really enjoyed seeing this vintage bunny. I do regret not picking it up, but there was someone else next to me that was eyeing it, so I'm hoping that they took it home. It was a really cute piece. Do any of you remember reading Franklin's books from Scholastic? Or what about the television show on Nickelodeon? I definitely grew up watching it all summer long. I absolutely loved watching Franklin. But what about these? I'm sure a lot of you or your children had these back in the day. Space Makers. Now, this was such a throwback. I had one of my very own, and I love that thing. I had stickers all on the inside, all over it. I had my pencils, my markers, my colored crayons, whatever the case was, erasers, everything. I felt so cool carrying my little Space Maker box everywhere I went. I just thought I was all that in a bag of chips. And they were so cool. I don't know what it was. Now, this is a Disneyland cast member exclusive t-shirt. Now, how cool is this? I really love that it's the design of It's a Small World's 50th anniversary. I absolutely love It's a Small World, especially here in California and Disneyland. They decorate it for Christmas and it's absolutely breathtaking. Now, when I spotted these leaf plates, I knew right away they were special. And I was absolutely right. These are from Crate and Barrel. They still have their original store tag. Crate and Barrel is a very high-end store. Their stuff is pricey. It's not cheap. And these were very gorgeous plates. Absolutely love them. They're so pretty for fall or for Thanksgiving. Breakfast in bed, anyone? Mother's Day will be here soon before we know it, so why not create a fun and secondhand gift? You can definitely get creative with some of the items that you find at the thrift store. And I cannot believe how fast the year is flying by. We'll soon have Mother's Day, then Father's Day, then we'll have the summer and then the holiday season. But yes, you can get creative with a lot of things from the thrift store. I love creating gift baskets out of all of these baskets that you can find. And again, you can find so many different ones. And before you knock it, definitely check it out. You can definitely create a really cool gift basket with items from the thrift store. Someone must have left almost their entire collection of Ray Dunn, because you are going to see that there are a lot of pieces that I encounter right now, like that Ray Dunn rice canister. And you're going to see a few other pieces here and there right now in the walkthrough. This was a brand new Bath and Body Works candle, snowed in, and it was $3.99. Now, I almost took this home, but I have a whole shelf full of Bath and Body Works candles, so I don't think I needed it, to be honest, but it still was a really great price and it smelled very good. Now, I don't use creamers, but this one was absolutely adorable. I really love the blue and white, and I kind of regret not picking it up. I think it would have been a great item to have resold, but unfortunately, I did leave it behind. Then I found this Raiden canister. It's missing the top piece, and it's supposed to be like a birthday celebration one. I thought it was super cute with that party hat on the design. As always, thank you so much for watching today's video, everyone. The haul is coming up right next. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, but make sure to stay until the end to see what made it home. This Raydon watering can in the form of a pumpkin was absolutely so cute. And then this one also super adorable. These would have been perfect for the fall season.
Welcome to the haul portion of the video. I hope that you enjoyed that walkthrough, but let's actually see what made it home. And let's see if you guessed what I picked up. So I normally don't go to these thrift stores, these specific Orange County Goodwill stores that much, just because I haven't really had the best of luck. But I think we got lucky this time. So the first thing that made it home was the bouquet of what I think are, yeah, roses. So this bouquet of roses, which I knew right away was going to be perfect for the spring season. And I knew that they would be perfect for the hutch. So these were $3.99, which I think was not a bad price, considering that, you know, faux flowers of this quality definitely are not that cheap. I know that right now TJ Maxx, or not TJ Maxx, but I think Michael's is having some type of sale with their faux florals for spring, and this is a pretty good bunch. This actually looks like it was probably from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or Home Goods, or maybe even Michael's. So these are very nice. They're very pretty roses. They're all tied up, and I think they're pretty. This is going to be super easy to decorate with. If you can find any of these bunches of bouquets like this, these make it super simple for you to decorate for any space. And again, like if you follow me on Instagram, then you've seen that this could easily transform even a picture if you have like a pouring pitcher. And you guys saw how I did it with the other flowers that I found. And I've been very lucky finding a lot of these bouquets like this, because again, we are creating like a type of floral market as well with what we're doing here with the hutch during the spring season. So again, these were definitely a great price. Then the other item that I bought was Christmas, which I've been telling myself that I really don't need any more of these, but I don't know what it was about this one. So I did pick the tree up, and it was $4.99, and I just love how the pot, I don't know if it came like this or if someone who actually bought the tree covered the pot with the burlap on here. And I just really love the burlap on the pot, and it gives it off a very market vibe, like something you would find in a market stand or during the Christmas season, you know, when you go to a Christmas tree lot. So I have a lot of trees like this with the burlap on there, and it's actually a very good size tree. It was $4.99 for this one. And I thought it was a fair price, considering that it's quite a rather large piece, as you can see. And again, going with that whole aesthetic of what I'm going to be doing for Christmas, which is going to be kind of like, again, market vibes. So what would you have at a market? Definitely some type of pine tree. So I have different sizes, and this is just going to fit in so perfect with the rest of the ones that I have. And the other item that made it home was this basket. So this wood, kind of like almost like an apple crate basket, was $2.99 right here is the tag. And I thought this was a great price. I love that it's a darker color. I really love that it matches the ones that we have with the wicker on the top of the hutch. So this is most likely going to be used also as well for my spring Easter decor, which will be happening soon. And this is perfect. It's a perfect addition. And it will, I'm not quite sure what I might put on here. I'm thinking florals. So these are too long for it, but you can kind of get an idea of what I'm going to be doing by placing the bush like that. Something like that I want to do, where it just seems like it's a bouquet, you know, like a bunch of flowers for you to choose from, like when you go to a farmer's market. So that's what this will be utilized for. Now, last but not least, I was actually very, very happy with finding this piece. Just bear with me, they were super nice to wrap it for me so it wouldn't break. So I did pick up one of the Ray Done pieces. And if you saw the top, then you already know that it's a canister. I picked up the Ray Done canister. Now normally this does come in a way larger size, it's taller, and this was $6.99. It still has its original home goods tag, but I don't think we'll be able to show it because it's going to rip. The other tag is on, the Goodwill tag is on top of the home goods tag. Okay, perfect. So it is visible. So this was originally $12.99 at Home Goods. And this is from the year 2021. So I was super excited because I have a lot of basic Ray Done pieces like this canister. I have one that says cookies. I have now this one that says rice. I have one that says coffee. I have one that says tea. So a lot of the basic ones that you use in your everyday kitchen. And I wanted to find one for rice so that I can store rice. Now the only other one that I would want is beans. That would be another one that hopefully we will throw it out into the universe. And I just love being able to find Ray Done pieces. Again, I know everyone's over it probably. There are still a lot of loyal fans to the line. I am one of them, and I just love finding a piece like this. Like, I think it's a great price for $6.99. I would have definitely paid normal price for this at Home Goods. So I was able to save some dollars buying it at Goodwill. I'm not entirely sure this was ever used. It could have been, but I just fell in love with it. I'm like, this has to come home. There was actually quite some other pieces there, but I was being very, very good about what made it home. And then last but not least, I bought this item, which was a Target item from the Target dollar spot, the bullseye section. And it was only $1.49. And these are the dryer balls. It comes with 2. And the reason why I bought these, so you toss these into your dryer along with your items. So you use these in place of a dryer sheet. And the reason why I picked them up is because I use these type of dryer balls for Bella's items. So I already have some which are actually quite larger than these, but I wanted to stack more into the canister that I have because I only have 3 and 3 seem to do the job, but I wanted to add more when I do utilize them. So, and for $1.49, that's super cheap for these. And the reason why I really wanted them was because for Bella, I don't use any, when it comes to her things, so when her blankets and stuff like that, I use I believe it's the Tide clean detergent. It doesn't have any perfumes. It doesn't have any bad ingredients in the formula of the detergent when I use it to wash her stuff. I also don't use any dryer sheets because usually dryer sheets, I'm pretty sure there are some that are unscented, but I just don't use dryer sheets when it comes to her items. And considering that she is a dog, she can get a lot of static electricity because, you know, especially her items, and she has fur. And if I don't use something to kind of cut off that static in the items that I put to dry, then she'll probably get shocks, or, you know, when she rubs up on something, you know, something can happen. And so I use the dryer balls in order to get rid of that static in the blankets that I wash for her, but also it helps to remove a lot of the hair for the her fur, her you know, her hair, because golden retrievers do shed a lot. So that these really do help with that, to remove some of that excess hair that gets stuck after the wash. So that's why I picked these up. Super basic. Again, sometimes you are going to find things in the thrift store that are just everyday items that you use, and that's absolutely okay. But let me know in your comments down below if there's anything that you would have picked up for yourself in the walkthrough. What did you guys think about the items that I picked up? And I want to thank you again, as always, for returning here on my channel, supporting me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love having those conversations with you in the comments. So make sure to let me know down below if you found something interesting, or again, something from the walkthrough that totally called out to you. I would love to hear it. And if you haven't subscribed, I also would love for you to consider that. It's absolutely free. And make sure that you guys hit that like button before you exit today's video, as it really helps out our channel here so that we may get discovered and for us to reach closer to our next milestone of 4,000 subscribers, which we're almost there. And it's thanks to all of you. So thank you to each and every one of you. You really make the difference. I will catch you guys on our next thrifting adventure. And I do hope that you're out there as well, seeking your very own golden finds. Make sure to check out your local thrift store and see what you can find for yourself. I will catch you on our next adventure. Bye, everyone.